All right, we're here with senior setter Natalie Steinwart in her first ever victory against St. Rose in her 4 years here. Talk a little bit about what this win means for you this year.
This one was huge for us. We came out with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, played really hard. Crazy teammates. But it's huge for us because we had a goal in the beginning of the season to make tournament. We kind of dug ourselves into a little bit of a hole in the beginning of the season, but we're climbing our way back up. We're going to be 4-6 when we win tomorrow. So it's just a really good feeling knowing that we're progressing throughout the season, because this might not have been a game that we would have won 2 weeks ago, but working hard in practice and giving it our all for every single point, every single match, it really paid off.
Let's talk a little bit about the mindset coming in. Amanda had mentioned that it's kind of a question mark to a lot of kind of what they did. How were you guys kind of able to read and see what they were giving you?
That was kind of coach's plan. I feel like he knows that we do a little bit better when we just focus on ourselves versus focusing on another team, because then we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, we know what we need to do to get the job done. So as long as we stay up, stay confident, we don't usually have to worry about the other team.
All right, we're here with freshman middle hitter Amanda Williams, who had a spectacular match today in their 3-1 victory over St. Rose. The first two sets you had, I believe you had 10 kills and 1 error with a crazy hitting percentage. What were you seeing? What were you able to see that allowed you to put up such stats?
Well, I saw there was a smaller middle, and like the outside hitters were huge and the right sides were huge, but the middles were a little bit smaller, so I knew that I could get past if I went to the right side a little bit better. I'm stronger on the right side anyway, so it kind of came easier. So I was like, I don't know, I felt a little bit more confident after I got a few. So.
All right, here with head volleyball coach Dan Young after his 3-1 victory over St. Rose. Talk to me a little bit about what that win means for you.
To be honest with you, it means just as much as every other win. It's good to see us come fight against a good team, though, and play a consistent, well-balanced night from beginning to end. That's something we really haven't been able to do consistently, and tonight we were. And it shows that we can play with anybody, including a very good St. Rose team.
Calling out kind of some of your players here who had a spectacular night. Amanda Williams she had mentioned that she was really able to read that block against that shoulder middle. Talk a little bit about what she's done and what, especially some of your tap percentage was.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, it has to do with some of the people that aren't even hitting balls. We passed really well, I thought, at times tonight. And when our passing was a little off, Natalie did a good job finding hitters, and our hitters, especially Amanda, really got us off to a good start, and she was able to establish a middle, and it opened up the court for some other hitters. So while her numbers may have gone down as the night went on, she was attracting a lot of attention, which allowed some other people to get kills. It's something she's been working on for an entire year, and she'll continue to get better at.
Looking ahead, we're past the halfway point. We're kind of at crunch time here. We've got to win some games here to get into the tournament. What do you think needs to happen?
One day at a time. One day at a time. It's all it is. We're on to Lemoyne now, and that's kind of how it has to be. To be honest with you, we didn't over-prepare for St. Rose. We've been really worried about getting better every day ourselves and not even trying to figure out what other teams are going to do and worry about ourselves, and I think it worked tonight. So we got to do the same thing. We just got to keep showing up to play every night and keep playing a little bit more consistent and keep getting better at practice. And if at the end of the year we have enough wins to make the tournament, we'll go in loud. If we don't, we'll have our heads up and we'll move on.